Hi, butterflies. How are you? Ready for our session today? We have easy session. What we will talk about, Miss Alia? We will talk about data. And data is something easy. Imagine that you are in the garden and you can see lots of flowers, and you wanted to count the number of flowers and present that to your mom. How many yellow flowers? How many red flowers? How many blue flowers? What do you think? Do you think that you can remember all numbers of the flowers when you go back back home? I don't think so. So what should you do? I need to make a graph. I need to make a graph. Graphs are something easy or a drawing that can make things or remember numbering easy. You remember numbers easy. So, what are graphs? Graphs are chart drawing that can represent numbers easily, and it's easy to remember, easy to find whatever you want. So, look at here. How many types of graphs do I have? I have something we already learned before in grade 1, 2, and 3. What are these? The first thing is bar graph. And bar graph is easy. Do you remember when we said it looks like capital L? I write numbers down. Here I write the numbers, the names, and here I write the numbers, or I can make it horizontal. And I just draw our color 6. Do you remember? Yeah, easy. I love it too. It was so easy. That what I call it? Bar graph. Is that the only thing? No, I have also pictograph. What is the pictograph? Who can remember? Amazing. In pictograph, I draw pictures. Do you remember? And we said I have to get a key to understand the picture. Like when I count how many students like apples, bananas, and I keep draw, and the drawing means one or maybe two. Exactly. So pictograph means pictures. And in grade 3, we've learned different type of bar graph of graphs. Do you remember it? Amazing. It is the line plot. Yeah, it was hard a little, not so much. Yeah. In the line plot is just the number line and I keep put X's. And also I have to get a key to tell me what do I mean by these X's. Amazing. This year we will learn something else. But before we learn, I have to remember, I have to understand why I need each graph. Before I start doing this, I need to understand why do I need each graph. Can you explain, Miss Alia? Yeah, it's easy. The first thing I want to mention is the bar graph. Why I need the bar graph? Why do I need to draw letter L and keep putting stick and mentioning numbers when I use it for what? I use this for what? I use it to compare. So, number one, I need to remember that I use it to compare two things. Compare two things for one group. For one group or one set. What do you mean, Miss Alia? I mean, when I go to my class, I'm talking about only one class, and I ask my students, what is your favorite pet? Look, talking about only one class, only one thing I want to measure. Only the pets. I'm talking about pets only. Cats, dogs, birds, fish, whatever. So when I use bar graph, if I'm talking about one class or and for one item or one group of things, okay? So I use it if I want to compare things between different groups to track how do I change, which one is your favorite pet, which one which one is your favorite color, which is your favorite sport, your favorite food, your favorite season, your favorite subject, your marks. Look, I'm just comparing only one thing. When I compare only one thing for one group, that means I will use the bar graph. Miss Alia, can you show us example for a bar graph? Yeah, it's easy. You can check here in this picture how the bar graph look like. Look at here. I went to my class and asked them, what is your favorite fruit? Some choose apple, orange, strawberry, mango, and banana. Look at here. How many students choose apple? 4. Which fruit is the most? Amazing. Strawberry. 8 students choose strawberry. Which one is the least? Yeah, mango. Oh, why mango is the least? I love mango. How many students like orange and apples together? You can put them 4 plus 5. So apple and orange together are 9. Uh, so all these can I just find from the bar graph. Look at here. I'm talking about type only one type. I'm talking about fruits. And also I'm talking about one class. Look, about one class. Whatever, I don't care who are inside the class. I'm talking just about one class. Understand? This is the first thing related to the bar graph. Is that the only thing? No, we mentioned also the line plot. Line plot. In line plot, I needed to tell about numbers too. But how the line plot looks like? It's about a number line. In the number line, I need to use a key. The key is important to open the line plot, to understand what is that. What do I mean by the X? When I put X's like this, do I mean one student, more than two students? Who I'm talking to? How many? I mentioned 5 students. For that, in the line plot, I just need a key to understand. طيب, why I need the line plot for what? In line plot, I also talk about one group, but the most important you have to understand about the line plot that I measure the repetition. What do you mean, Miss Alia, by repetition? That means the frequency. Remember that word in grade 3? Frequency. Frequency means repeat. What do you mean, Miss Alia, by word repeat? That means how many times I repeat something. Like, how many students got 2 out of 10 in the exam? Look, I repeat number 2 for this student and this student and that one. So when I repeat something, I use the line plot. So I use line plot to show the frequency, how many times I repeat that mark. And I use it for length. How many students got 150 centimeters? How many, the time? Who got the class on 5? Maybe 3 students got the class on 5 o'clock. The distance, the height, the weight, the number of siblings, the number of pets. So all these, if I have 2 pets, maybe my friend has two, maybe another one has 4. So I count how many times, how many have the same thing. How many have the same thing? And always about numbers. It's about numbers. Like, I'm not talking here about how many like fruits, how I put banana on the number line. No. How you can put strawberry in the number line. No, I can't. Number line, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers only. So in line plot, I measure numbers with numbers actually. Like, what's your weight? Of course, I don't weigh a banana. So for that, I use the line plot. يبقى one more time. Why I need the bar graph? To compare between things in one group, like your favorite pet, like your favorite color, fruit, food, season, whatever. But in the line plot, no, I measure the repeat of something. How many times I keep repeating. And also, it's about numbers. What are things I use numbers in them? Like the height, the weight, the time, the distance, the length, number of siblings, number of pets. That if I measure numbers, I use the line plot. Miss Alia, can you show us an example for a line plot? Of course. Look at this example for the line plot. Look at here. It's about the student siblings. I'm asking my student. I asked my students to tell me how many siblings do they have. Look how many students told me I don't have anything. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 students. And I said that X means one student only. So 7 students told me, no, Miss Alia, you don't have here. I don't have any sibling. Okay, easy peasy. Let's have a look here. Okay, look at here. How many students got 1? How many students? How many times? I said I have one brother, one sibling here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 students told me we have 5. Okay, which number of sibling is the most? Which number of siblings is the most? Amazing, 2. Look at the 2. Oh my God, they are lots of students. We have lots of students. Which one is the least? Amazing. The 4 is the least. Good job, all of you. All of them are easy. Ready for the next part? This is the new one now. What's the new one, Miss Alia? We don't want more graphs. No, it's just only one graph. What do I call that graph? I call it double bar graph. What do I mean by double bar graph? It is the bar graph. Letter L, and I keep draw 6. Easy. But actually, it's not just one stick. No, I draw for the one thing 2 sticks. Like this. This is how it looks like. Oh my God. So it's like the sticks. The stick is broken into 2 parts. What do you mean, Miss Alia? And why I need that crazy double bar graph? In the double bar graph, I am not asking, it's just like the bar graph, except one thing. In the bar graph, I'm talking about one class. But in double bar graph, I'm talking about 2 classes. I'm talking about what the favorite pet, but for not one class, for 2 classes. Maybe in one class, but for boys alone and girls alone. Understand? So, in the double bar graph, I'm talking about one thing, but not for one group, actually for 2 groups. So I'm talking about about one item, one thing, like your favorite pet, for example, but not for one class, for two classes, for what boys and girls. So I can ask for the favorite color, but I make a comparison between boys and girls. Favorite food, but between boys and girls. The marks between class A and class B. The marks for one class, but for two subjects. For example, the group A got what are their marks in English and what are their marks in math. I can ask about the temperature between cities, the highest and the lowest temperature. I can also the saved amount during the month. Understand? But between two persons. So what I want to mention here that I have three different types of graphs. The first one, I have it bar graph. I use it to compare one group for one only item, one thing. Favorite pet, favorite sport, favorite color, favorite food, whatever. The second one, the line plot, I use it to measure numbers with numbers. I'm not talking about items here. I'm not talking about objects. I'm talking about numbers, like the height, like the length, like time, like distance, like number of siblings, like the number of pets. Double bar graph? No. I don't talk about only one thing. I'm talking about two things, two classes, two groups for one item, like favorite pet, but for boys and girls, two groups. The marks could be the highest and lowest temperature. It could be the saved amount during months. All these I use the double bar graph to measure. طب Natalia, can you show us how that double bar graph look like? Of course. Look at here. Look at this example here. You can mention or you can find that I'm asking about the favorite color. For boys, look, I have a key here. In this bar graph, I need a key. That key tells me what are these colors for. The boys will take the purple color, but the girls will take the yellow color. So how many students like yellow? Look, the boys, 5, but the girls are only 4. Look at the orange, 3 and 3 equal. It's a draw. Look at the red. Oh my God. So which color is favorite, the most favorite for girls? Girls? Yellow. Check which yellow is the highest. Aha. So the red is the favorite for the girls. But which color is favorite for boys? The most color. Amazing. It's the blue. Look at the boys. They got the purple. So the blue, they choose the blue. Understand? Easy. Look at here. Imagine I have this bar graph. Don't cheat. Look at here. Which is the most preferred sport for the girls? Girls got which color? The pink or the blue? Pink. Which one is the most for the girls? Basketball. Amazing. What about the most for the boys? Amazing. It's squash. How many girls like squash? Squash? 6 girls only. Oh, no, actually, not 6. They are between 6 and 4. 5, exactly. Between 6 and 4 is 5. Which sport liked by 10 girls? Where are the 10, 10, 10, 10? Aha. Which sport for the 10 for girls? Tennis. Amazing. How many students like basketball? Students. Did I say boys? No. Did I say girls? No. I want for the boys and the girls, both of them. Understand? Easy? Good job. Let's mention something here one more time. We mentioned before that if I want to talk about the bar graph, that means I compare between one group and for one thing, one item. But when I talk about line plot, no, I compare between numbers and other numbers. Double bar graph, I'm talking about one item, but for two different groups. Easy? Look at here. Which type of bar would you choose for this? If you will measure the highest and lowest temperature. Temperature, highest, lowest for Cairo, not for one day, for 5 days. I guess I will choose amazing double bar graph. Why يا Miss عالية double? Let's see. The first thing I mentioned, I want to measure the highest and lowest. Two things. So that means I'm talking about two groups. For one place, which is Cairo, for 5 days. That means, of course, it's the double bar graph. Amazing. Use the following bar graph to find which activity is the most preferred for grade 4. Grade 4 got which color? The green. Amazing. Huh. Which one is the most? Sport. Amazing. Sport. Okay. Which activity is the most for the grade 5? Grade 5 got yellow. Amazing. Art. How many students choose art in grade 5? Amazing. 25. Super. Which activity chosen by 40 students? 40. 40. 40 students. I didn't mention grade 1, grade 4 or grade 5. All students. Which one? I don't know. It's hard. No, just count. You have 10 here and 20. So the culture, how many choose? 30. Bravo. For arts, you have 15 and 25, which is 40. What about sports? 30 and 15, which is 45. So which activity got the 40? Amazing, the art. Calculate the difference between number of students of grade 4 and 5 in sport. I want the difference. Difference means minus, good job, between grade 4 and 5 in the sport. Sport, 30 for grade 4 minus 15 in grade 5 equal 15. Good job. And that's the lesson. I hope it's easy. Please answer the questions down and ask if you have anything hard. Thank you for listening attending. Bye-bye.